3 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock, TNT, good evening to you. And it's time now for Live Night with Dr. Wayne Delamo. So let's go right on to Dr. Delamo.
Pleasant good night, TNT. I want to say a pleasant evening and God bless to all of you who took the time to be on the show this evening. As you know, we're here every Tuesday night. I like to call it education time because we're here to share our knowledge with you. And of course, I'm in studio with my good friend and colleague, Dr. Clark. And, you know, there's a wealth of information. There's so much information, sometimes we run out of time. But tonight we're going to go with the flow and we're going to open the lines in about half an hour so that you can dialogue with us. Tonight we're going to do a little recap on our 20-day challenge. We're excited about it. It's going pretty nice. We already have some testimonies coming in what we call the first phase, the first wave, which is, I think we still have some room for people who want to come in like tomorrow until the 31st. And then we're going to have a second cycle for those who want to wait till the second cycle and benefit from this amazing green challenge, people. It's not just green, but the green smoothies, green juicing. We just going green, and green is about health. Green is energy. Green is life. And so we are very excited to share this. And not just sharing a product, but sharing something that could really transform people's lives. And the testimonies that's coming in, we're going to share those with you in the future. And we're excited about it. Also, we're going to touch tonight on, a bit of kidney health. Because that's the organ we see oftentimes people come in to deal with issues affecting the kidney. It is not an organ which is as resilient as the liver. We know the liver is very resilient, and this is why even though we have pressure in the liver, we hardly have liver disease being touted. But the kidney is not as resilient, and we have to take care of it, all right? So we're going to start with that, and of course, we're going to share a little bit of some of the services we offer at the clinic. And one of that is what we call the HemoView. People are excited about it, which is looking deeper into the blood. But this weekend we saw our share of parasites or worms, bacteria, fungus, molds, and spores. These are different type of pathogens or microorganisms that, can run havoc in our bodies. But the good news is that we can see these things in the blood and we can put a plan together to eradicate them, to help the body to reverse or to prevent these things from developing. So we're going to go right into some of the feedback we're getting from person who started the 28-day challenge. And the person whose idea that came up with this, Dr. Clark, going to share his own view with that. And some of the things we are seeing. I mean, we ourselves are starting the program. We have started the program, as a matter of fact. How are you going to yours, James, Dr. Clark?
I am doing great. I'm excited. All you can look forward to is just better things. Mm-hmm. Better things, you just feel a lot more energized. Your brain is just so much clearer. You're just doing it. You're just doing good. One of the things that always improve is your bowel movement. Because one of the things with vegetables is that it provides good quality fiber. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we talk about fiber and somebody might go and just buy bran or something like that. But those type of fiber does not carry any fluid, any liquid in it. Vegetables are loaded with liquid, but it's not just liquid on its own. It's liquid that also has a lot of nutrition in it as well. Yes. But that helps to sweep the gut. And also it serves as what we call prebiotics for the natural, the good healthy bacteria that is within the gut.
So you're changing that whole environment, that whole ecology,
balancing out the microbiome. And so it's just excitement. Once you have toxins and whatnot moving out of your system, once you could get that colon flushing nice, once you don't have to close your eye and squeeze to be able to get things out of your system, that is a big start right there, So we're just excited, and what you're going to hear over the next week or two, you're going to hear people who basically their blood sugar levels hasn't regulated. You're going to hear about people who no longer under blood pressure medication. You're going to hear about people who start to lose weight nicely and not losing weight in any forced way and getting flabby at the same time. We're talking about losing weight naturally because you're supplying your body with loads of nutrition. You know, you stop all the this craving for sweets. All of that goes away. You understand?
We have a powerful testimony, but I want to play tonight because it came in today. This woman says she put away all her meds and stuff like that already in her bag. We didn't tell her to do that, but she did it, you know, because when you see her check your vitals and see your vitals start to behave normal, that's a big thing. We want to also touch on people who come to the clinic and they're having problems and having bowel movements, because we can see a lot of hemorrhoids going on right now, because some of you may have experienced hemorrhoids. It could be a very painful thing. And if it is, you have to force to defecate. That forcing has raised these hemorrhagic veins in the system. And then, of course, it is the stool now, it's hard, so it has ruptured these veins. So when it's a ruptured veins, now you're seeing blood in the stool, which is becoming quite common. Okay, great. All right, wonderful. So what we're talking about is that if it is you're having problems with the hemorrhoids, we could also help you as well, because those are veins, hemorrhagic veins that's raised, all right? And what has happened is that when it raised now and the stool is coming out, it could rupture and you will see blood in the stool. Now, if the hemorrhoids comes outside the butt, it starts to pain a lot. But if it's in the butt, it's little to no pain. You don't really feel the pain, but not in the pain center. However, you will see the blood in the stool. Now, having a dart like this, and what we could recommend, it changes all that, all right? It changes all that, and of course, the hemorrhoids go down, and you could actually rid your body of this thing called hemorrhoids, or piles, some people refer to it. But it could be a serious problem. I mentioned because a lot of people are having that problem now. They're not having proper movement. They have to force, or they're going off like once or twice every week. That is bad. That is not good. Because when all that fecal matter is compacted in there now, it starts to create too much of toxins, get the blood become acid. And when that toxicity build up now, it creates an environment which is conducive for parasites, bacteria, fungus, molds. They love that environment. As a matter of fact, people ask me, where the parasites come from? They born out of literally nothingness. Once the environment is conducive, they begin to develop. All right? So that is why we want to clean your body. Now, we can detect this through the blood assessment. We can detect these things, and we can use certain protocols to really prevent and reverse these issues. Somebody asked me, oh, you can manage it? I said, no, we're not in the business of management.
No.
We're not in the business of management. We're in the business of reversal or prevention. So, Dr. Clark, your whole take on this, the people with this bowel movement problems and having to going off probably just twice a week or 3 times a week. And when they speak, you will know because you get any foul scent.
Yeah.
The breathing, you could get the foul scent when they breathe in, because it comes from the gut here and down here.
It's just like when you have your toilet backup.
Yeah.
How you would be picking up the scent.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's the
Yeah.
same, your cesspit actually backed up. You'll be picking up the scent, you know. And again, this is only so because we eating denatured food, because we eating over-processed food.
Yeah, boy.
We eating food with little fiber. So let me tell you something. So sometimes people talk about, you know, it's, well, I eat vegetables, I eat I eat chicken, yes, but my vegetables is chips, you know, fries, you know, fries, that type of potato, no fiber. You understand?
I like the word they use, a denatured food.
Yeah, it is denatured.
It is no longer part of nature. And the body doesn't like that. No, we don't know, you know. But the taste, the MSG and thing that's full with the taste. So it tasting good.
Well, the other
You're
thing is that
dying
the
because of taste buds.
microbiome doesn't even like it either. So who likes that when you eat that type of food? Yeast, parasites, everything that is negative, like that. So they actually feed. And what you do is that you are feeding all the bad microorganisms in it, and at the same time starving
your
the
body
good
of
ones.
nutrition.
You understand? Because your microbiome also helps to produce things like B12 and other B vitamins, and it produces so many beneficial stuff. So what is happening? Coming back to the whole thing about having difficulty as far as defecation is concerned, that is primarily is the quality of the food. You must be taking water-filled, fibered food, so vegetables. You cannot get away from that. So you do your vegetables and your water intake. This is the two things that actually works well. So you do your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, your
mango
fruits,
in
your
season. Well, it's coming out of season now, but mango also gives you good bowel
it helps with
movement,
digestive.
and again, a lot of nutrition in it. So it's a difference between eating a fruit and a vegetable to eating some sort of a sweet snack that has no
packet juice
nutrition.
or something.
Yeah, I can't even call them because I just don't know these
You see,
things.
because that's what we're saying, that you could actually get better hydration when you use fruits.
Yes.
It come like you use them what you call H3O, is a better assimilation because the fruits come with minerals and electrolytes, which is something you would not get in water at all. And this is why we tell people, go out and drink the water, but add something like Celtic sea saltate.
Yes.
Where we could hydrate the body better. Like recently we had a lady there who was really dehydrated and she was getting swelling in the legs. I said, you know what? Put a little pinch of the salt in your tongue and sip the water. It help the swelling to go down because sipping the water with the minerals now will help the water get in the cells.
Yes.
Because the water outside the cells, extracellular, is going to cause swelling. Simple things like that, you will look for the answer.
Yes.
Because minerals are so critical. And this is why we emphasize the use of sea moss, which is something we promote a lot, is the use of sea moss, right? Because sea moss has 92 of 102 minerals the body really needs. So it is critical to consume that. So we tell people to take about 2 tablespoons of sea moss gel every day. Especially if you're having bone degeneration with osteoporosis. And I recently told my clients, I say, you know what I just do sometime, because she said she like the taste of the sea moss, I said put it in some mint tea or some ginger tea. Because the sea moss just melt, it disappears. You put a little meringue in that, you ain't tasting nothing, you just in the mint tea, and your body getting nutrients and minerals in there.
Yep.
So there's so many ways you could be creative. That come like you're taking a mineral supplement.
Yep. And it helps to build back cartilage and all of that.
Exactly. So if you're getting bone degeneration, people, and osteoporosis and arthritis starting to plague your body, Dr. Wallach have shown that these things can be reversed. Even though you can be 80 or 90, he say once blood is flowing, those tissues can be rebuilt. So there's a lot of information we have here that you can begin to adopt and change the lifestyle, and you'll be amazed to see the response with your body responding. All right? There is a place in health for medication. I always say you need medication for acute problems or trauma. But generally, what you want to do is to slowly wean off the medication because, as you know, long-term use of it will weaken and damage the organs.
Exactly.
So that is the approach that we use there as well. So we're touching again on the kidney. So we have to check our kidneys because some of the things you can look forward to is high urine. The odor of the urine a bit high. The color of the urine is very bright. Some of you, when you're urinating, there's a lot of bubbles in the urine, you can see these problems that happen, so the kidney start to go under some pressure. Because sometimes you have things could be forming in the kidney causing hard things that calcify, we call them stones, right? And these things can be unblocked as well. So in your experience, Dr. Clark, what are some of the the things you think we could use to help with kidney health,
Well,
or some of these signs.
The first thing about kidney health is having adequate amount of water.
Critical.
And having water that could get into the cells as well. So you need your electrolytes and stuff like that. We are on a really good path here right now to help people with things like that by changing the lifestyle, by adopting. The people who did not start this 28-day challenge this round, you are going to feel so sorry when you hear. But thank God that we are going to continue it. We're going to have a second and a third cycle, you know. But you're going to hear about people who used to have issues with their kidneys, and you would see how the body just start to heal, and now that they're having a much better way of life as far as the kidney is concerned. You're going to be seeing that happening. So yes, the other thing that happens with the kidneys that cause the problems is when we do an excessive amount of sugar. The thing that happens there is that it affects blood flow. And when you look at how the kidney is constructed and the amount of blood vessels within the kidney itself, then you know having bad blood flow affects the function of the kidney. And this is why one of the things that comes along with diabetes, when we look at the other things that diabetes affect, one of those things would be your kidney function. It would be your vision. It is, well, obviously because of your circulation. It is the circulation that is causing problems with the vision, with the kidneys. And then you're going to have overgrowth of yeast and all of that. So again, we need to just watch how much of the denatured food that we are using. We have to, so if it is difficult and you're not on the 28-day challenge, but we're talking about people, you're not there yet with the 28-day challenge, we will encourage people to really switch over some things. Try to take, if you're doing a lot of food that just has nothing in it, just try switching some of that out and take your time and
chew your food properly.
Chew your food properly to start with. You know, that is a good thing as well.
Don't eat and drink same time.
And you don't eat and drink. Yeah. So these are great things to be doing that is going to affect your health. But you just remember, one of the big things with the kidney is that the blood vessels themselves, so you have two things happening. The blood viscosity isn't good. Too much acidity in the blood, the pH is being shifted. It's always pushing in the negative, so to speak. It is always pushing towards more acid. And the other thing that actually happens is that the blood vessels themselves are being damaged. As we change up the things that, and one of the big things, as I said, is sugar. You know, as we change that up, we see that things start to improve. The other thing is using bad oils.
Yeah, boy.
So again, if you're doing a lot of
oily foods,
and not particularly food that you're eating outside, because the food that you're eating outside, they don't look for no good quality oil for you. It is the oil in the yellow container. It is the lowest grade cooking oil that you could possibly get.
It has a yellow tint in it.
Yes. That oil is full of omega-6, which is highly inflammatory. It causes inflammation in the system.
As a matter of fact, the oil preservative, it will never go rancid. Your great-grandson will get a big person and still be able to use that. That's just commercial use, right?
Yes, and what people do when you're buying food outside is people use the same oil from yesterday
and causing the blood to be sticky.
And it causes the blood to be sticky. It causes inflammation in the blood vessels, you know, and
when we have seen in the blood as well, to Dr. Clark, is when it damages the digestive system, you find that there's an anomaly we see in the blood called protoplast, right?
Yeah.
So this is caused by undigested food and oily stuff. So you can know if somebody cheating, eating plenty doubles and roots and all that, right? So that's a combination of oil and flour. And these protoplasts, they cause some serious stress in the kidney ducts. The kidney filters are choked by these things because they're like a lob. The cells can't pass it, and it causes some serious stress on the kidney. As a matter of fact, the report clearly states that the problem that normally causes. So we can see the anomalies in the blood which causes the stress, and move from you don't get up a day and you have chronic kidney problems.
No.
You know, you don't have what they call CKD, chronic kidney disease. They're like that. These things develop over time, and we are saying we could identify these things very early in the game, and put you on a line of a protocol to prevent that from ever manifesting into a disease, because you don't have much kidney you can get in this country. A transplant is a rare thing.
It is crazy.
It is a rare thing.
I have right now 2 people that I'm seeing with really bad kidney situation. One is actually waiting on a transplant. And when you look at the blood, the oxidative stress test, what you're seeing in the profile looks as though the person has stage 4 cancer. The amount of oxidative damage to the cells. So I also have a couple clients with cancer. I have one with an aggressive form of brain cancer right now. Praise God, we have no more growth. That is the last thing that I saw. So the reversal is slow, but it is starting to reverse rather than continue to progress. You know, but when you look at the cancer patient's profile, it has less damage, less oxidative stress than all my kidney patients.
So you could imagine the amount of inflammation in the body, eh?
Yes, sir.
The body just swelling.
It is crazy, it is crazy, it is crazy. And again, we were talking about these bad oils and whatnot. One of the other things that happens is that you get a lot of fibrinogen, yes. But what I was going to actually talk about is that you get a lot of thrombocytes. So thrombocytes is when your platelets start to come together and
coagulation.
And it start to form big masses, and then that affects your kidney in a big way. It is a big sign for stroke. And also heart attack, but particularly stroke and how it affects your kidney. And all of that is talking about blood flow. These things impede blood flow. And if you're not having proper blood flow, it means that you cannot take nutrition to certain parts of the body.
And it's terminal, Everything that's kill people.
Of course. And you cannot take oxygen. So then no energy. And one of the things, once your body or anything that needs oxygen, once it is out of oxygen, what you see is pathogens start to develop. So if you have a pool, if you have a fish tank, and you cut off the oxygen or minimize the oxygen greatly, you would see things start to grow on the glass in the sense of your fish tank. And you're in your
it's
pool.
More anaerobic. It doesn't require oxygen.
In your pool, things are going to start growing on the walls, and it's
different
just
type of organisms.
Everything just starts to grow. You know, and of course, in your fish tank, your fish going to start swimming sideways, and then they're going to be belly up, and that's it for them. And it's the same thing with us. Our cells need nutrition. It needs to move away waste. It needs oxygen for energy. And once we are not supplying that, once our cells are starting to get sticky and start clumping, once we have a lot of fibrinogen, once we have a lot of thrombocytes starting to take place in your blood, we are setting ourselves up for real problems. And when somebody get a heart attack, you think it just happened. It didn't just happen. Say, but I saw him yesterday. We spoke and everything.
And the thing about these type of thing, there's little to no signs. There's no sort of pain. You know, people that say the arthritis is very problem, but arthritis pain is not that is not life threatening. You know.
No.
The cardio, that problem with the blood is life threatening. So people got to be very careful. This is why it's so important to come and do a blood assessment. This is different to what you will do by a general practitioner, which will give you some numbers that have its uses. But you want to come and take a look at your blood to examine the level of clotting, the level of toxicity. And once you understand these things, then we could flush these things out of the body. A healthy blood means healthy body. Life and death begins in the blood. It is scriptural. You know, blood health is about health. So this we're talking about is the basic stuff. And the food you're eating can change the internal environment of the body. You know, we spoke about different things tonight. We spoke about the microbiome, which is really the gut. There's so much of bacteria, there's so much of organism there. And these organisms is important for your health, because if you're not digestion is not working good, it will affect your neurological problems. You become very moody, sensitive. These things like that could affect you. It's all because the gut is not functioning properly, and there is no proper digestion, which will cause other problems. It's a cascading effect.
Yes,
and we are saying we can help you. Now, what we want to do very early in the game, it's roughly about 8:30 right now. We want to go straight and open the lines. You want to open lines, and my friend Tom will share with you the numbers, so you can
Those
call
numbers 622-3937. 622-3937.
Yes, folks, join the conversation tonight. Is live nights. This is where we dialogue. Get your pen and paper, all right? We are discussing the benefits of eating healthy, our 28-day green challenge, but more than so, we touch a little bit emphasis on the kidney health and so many things you can look forward to if you want to know what's going on in the kidney. So, for those with kidney problems, you can look out for symptoms like nausea, vomiting, muscle cramps, loss of appetite, swelling via the feet and ankles, itchy skin, shortness of breath, trouble sleeping. You're urinating either too much or too little. That's just some of the symptoms. Again, this is a very sensitive organ and is not as resilient as the liver. So you want to take care of it in the early stages. And that is what we're offering you with that information tonight. All right, so feel free to call in, 622-3937. You may have a question, you may have a statement, you may have a testimony to share with us. Do that.
And Dr. Clark?
Caller, good evening.
Yes, I just want to thank you for this wonderful 28-day challenge.
You're welcome.
I must say, when I bought the book, I was like, oh my goodness, I could do this. I can do all these things. But then it was Sunday, and then I saw everyone just in the group, just sharing their love and how they are happy to be there. I don't have words tonight. I am telling you, in March, my son came from UK, and he said, why are you short-breathed like this? So he took me to the cardiologist, and they said there was weakness on the right ventricle. So I was taking the meds, and I tell you, yesterday, I felt so good. I just packed them up. I know I shouldn't really do it. Mm-hmm. I called them and told them, I said, this 28th day I'll be healed.
Exactly.
And
praise God.
I always feel weak and sick in the morning with those meds. I was like, I said, oh my goodness, what's this? I'm telling you, I think the whole of Trinidad should get on it.
And they should. I agree with you. You see, they don't know what they're missing yet. So as you continue to share your experience and others start sharing their experience as to what is happening. So we're talking about from Sunday. Mm-hmm. Today is what day?
Today is Tuesday.
Okay.
But I never felt so. I'm always sick, weak. And I said, nah, if I'm taking this, I gotta put away something. God has to be in this mess.
Wonderful.
With my faith, I will and will be healed and shall be healed.
Amen.
Amen.
After the 28 days. Also, going to the bathroom, it was a joy unspeakable. I was like, ooh, I never had big poops, so yes.
That's
Joy
wonderful.
unspeakable. I like that.
Yes, so I thank you all for this wonderful challenge.
You
Thank
are
you,
more
Lord.
than welcome.
This is my lifestyle from now on, I'm telling you.
I hear that. But once you start, you don't go back. So that's great.
Full
Yes.
support. Thank you. Welcome. You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Kula. So you heard it, people, from the mouth of one of our clients who started the challenge. Today is just what? Today is just Tuesday.
Yes, it's just
So we
3
have about
days.
3 or 4 days, right? So you can, and we're going to be experiencing more like this. We have other testimonies as well, but we're going to sort of share them later on of persons saying how we're feeling. So you can imagine day 10 and day 15. And we're going to be sharing some nice tips with some green juicing. Good night, caller.
Okay, caller, turn your radio down, please.
Yeah, I just want to talk
Nice.
about
Go
my,
ahead,
my
caller.
glaucoma now. I have glaucoma in my eyes now. So I was listening to the program
Hello,
the other
caller.
day, and I said, I'm calling and ask. I don't know how much money I have on my phone, so I could even call back tomorrow if there's anything, but I could listen to something now. Or if I could call again.
Yeah, we hear you, caller.
Yes.
Thanks for calling in. We hear you. We hear you with the glaucoma. Thanks for calling, right? You can listen off here. So we can help you with the glaucoma issue because, again, that deals with circulation in the blood.
Yeah.
So you have these arteries, right? Where the main one is the aorta, but you have these small arteries behind the eyes. And when there is stiffness in those arteries, there's fluid buildup there, which affects the eyes, as in the glaucoma. So what we have to do is to give you stuff that will bring back elasticity in those blood vessels. And of course, we have to treat with the what we call the blood viscosity. That's how thick the blood is, right? So definitely, that is something we can definitely help you with. We have experience with that.
Easily.
That is not a difficult thing to deal with, right? So, but again, the 20-day challenge would be very useful for you. But there are things we can give you that will help to bring back movement and elasticity so the blood can flow. It come like if you have a hose, right? You buy the hose new and the hose water going through nice, right? Because it's new, it's flexible. They made the hose and it gets stiff. You have pressure with the blood, the water going through the hose. All right? And if the hose is connected to a pump, in this case the heart, it's going to make a little song, a little pressure. But we can help with that definitely, right? There are really good new technology and nutrition right now that helping these things in a real massive way.
Yeah, glaucoma is not difficult at all. And just remember, everybody looks for a magic bullet.
Mm-hmm.
The real magic bullet is lifestyle change.
Yes, correct.
Now we could help you regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But what you would find is things coming in. Because if you're trying to fill a bucket, but it has holes in it, you would continuously be filling up and filling up and filling up and filling. And we do not want to operate like some of our colleagues on the other side, where we want you to be on supplementation for the rest of your life instead of medication.
It's not management.
Yeah.
we
So
have a
we're not
caller.
managing.
Good night, caller. Good night, caller.
Caller, shy.
You lost that call.
Seamless. All right, so you try again.
So again, back to the glaucoma. You need to come in because you need to see for yourself what is happening and why this pressure is building up behind the eyes. So again, come in. We want to give our numbers in a bit.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, good night.
Good night.
night.
Yeah, I hear about this 28 days. Well, I joined later, and I confused because I hear about 28 days and I'm interested. and at the same time, what you could tell me in relation to cataract?
So what cataracts you said?
Yes.
Yes, cataract. Cataract. Yeah, I'll listen up it.
Okay. Well, cataracts is nothing but the calcification of calcium that covers the retina, so you find out getting the sunlight and stuff like that with the eyes, that could be a serious problem. But, there's a simple thing we could start to use with that, Dr. Clark, and I remember 2 clients came and they testify. They say doctor was amazed. Simple recipe.
Mm-hmm.
They use what they call cold pressed castor oil, hexene free, and they rub it over the eyelids. Now, some people put the castor oil in the eye itself.
Yeah, some people do that, yeah.
But they sting a little bit, right? But they put it over the night. Every night you do that. You do the night only because the eye might get a little cloudy. But the castor oil is one of the most penetrative oil there is. It will penetrate and dissolve the calcification that's taking place. And the thing come out like yampy. The woman actually testify right in my office there. The doctor was so amazed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She is scheduled to do an operation,
It is. Some people don't understand how simple a lot of things are, and we make it a big thing because it has big money behind it, but really, there are simple things that could help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Simple things.
I think we better give some numbers.
Yeah, let me give some numbers. All right, folks, the numbers you can call is 222-2189. That number is 222-2189. Of course, you call in that number from 9 a.m. tomorrow. You could also send your WhatsApp to 304-5816. That is WhatsApp only, 304-5816.
Yeah, my number to call is 347-5262. That's the office number. 347-5262. Or my personal number is 282-4357.
So there you go. I hope you take those notes so you can call those numbers. If you're in the East or in the West, we have you covered in those areas as well. The whole country. You're in Tobago, we coming to get you.
Exactly.
All right. So we are here. The office, my office is located number 8 Orson Road in St. Augustine. That's the fourth corner to your right. And we open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 9 to 3 p.m. on a Saturday. And so you want to maximize that.
Tell me something about South. Are there contacts for people living in South? Or do they have to call these primary numbers?
They'll have to call these primary numbers.
Yeah.
We're going to be in South soon. We're going to have something in South soon. And that is coming because some people sometimes like to travel, come down. But we have a lot of South clients. We take care of the South crew as well.
I tell people there's no place in Trinidad that's far. Mm-hmm. We have people coming in from the U.S. We have people coming in from the Caribbean. I had somebody coming in from Germany. Mm-hmm. You understand, to deal with breast cancer and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it is.
Yeah, distance, right?
Yeah. Don't let that stand in the way of you having good quality health. Mm-hmm, do not let it stand in the way. So again, but we would, Dr. Delamore is looking to set up in South soon. I am going to be in the Port of Spain area. I am in both in St. Anne's and in Stone Street. So one, and very early St. Anne's, so it's not even far. It's just three spots actually after Queen's Hall. So, and Stone Street is right here, which Pat Power Gen was. A stone throw away from this radio station.
Ah boy.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's
2 blocks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's all about you people. It's all about your health. Feel free to call in 622-3937. You have a question, you have a testimony, you have a statement. Feel free to join the dialogue. Educate us if you want to do that. Let's share some information so we can empower persons.
About the 28-day challenge, what does it cost to become part of the challenge?
Oh, the 28-day challenge is just a one-time cost of $500. Really amazing. What that $500 will give you is, it includes a book, which is 120 pages of full color and illustration of different diet salads and salad dressing.
Hello, good night. You can text the number for the gentleman, 22 something from the police on my phone number. I'm not picking up the thing to type in my own properly now. Could you text it back on this number for me, please?
So I would know a number you call from. So you had to share it with us.
Oh, my number is 7123.
So that's 744
7123.
7123. Okay, great.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Blessings, sir. Yeah, where was I a while ago? I was talking about I lost my train of thought. So the excitement, the 20 days.
Oh yes, I was talking about the 20 days. So you're saying that it was $500.
Yeah,
and what you
$500.
get for this $500?
Right. So you
was
get,
the
we
book.
mentioned about the book, 120 pages, full colorful illustration of different menus, 28 days. It includes a WhatsApp community chat and a commitment form that ties you to a commitment to being accountable on a daily basis. So we have coaches standing by to help you to be accountable on a daily basis, what you're eating, what advice you want. And Dr. Clark and I, we also stand by to give any kind of advice that you may need in your journey. You may be getting a little problem, your mouth feeling dry, you're feeling still hungry. You know, we could advise you in things to do. So you're getting coaching, community support in this whole process.
Let's just take this call. Caller, good evening.
Good night, caller.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I got the number 222-2189, but
Yeah.
the address I didn't get.
The address is number 8 Orsonville Road in St. Augustine, Fort Connaught, right?
Number 8 Alton Road,
Orsonville.
Orsonville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that anywhere near to the supermarket?
It's there to Exeter Spaniard in Tunapuna.
Oh, Express one, yeah.
Very close.
And the blood tests that you talked about, how much does the blood test cost?
Well, right now it's just $400.
And one last question. A person over 80, including myself, is there any proof that stinging nettle, red and green stinging nettle and root of tamari heals swollen prostate?
But you could just go and read that for yourself. There's a lot of data outside
lot of evidence,
there. And so you could Google it. I not even so you could do two things: Google it and YouTube it. But the data is overwhelming, particularly as far as nettle. There's no formula that is put together for prostate that does not have sting on it.
You know, just a lot of products you're buying. A lot of products you're buying for prostate, you will see nettle in it.
Yeah.
Sting nettle. But you see, in the Caribbean, we don't need to use because we have that growing wild. In those big countries, they don't have that.
Yeah.
But we are blessed here to have, we prefer to use the big leaf one, which is has a red undertone. So you use that and the, which is the other one? The
Tamari root?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
The results are just really impressive. I mean, really impressive. If we had enough material, we could have made our own products in that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But, you know, sometimes we don't get enough supply. But it's an amazing remedy. Sometimes I don't even tell people products. I'm just use that first.
Yes.
You know, because you may have some
Good night.
a little burning and discomfort. Yeah, go ahead, Paula.
Dr. Clark,
Yes, sir.
I don't know, I'm from Deep South. You know Guevara?
Yes.
Well, I listened to your program and I thought of best giving out a call because I heard you mention certain area that I believe I need to get a visit. Where is your office?
My office is in Port of Spain, so I am Aldegonda Park in St. Anne's, which is, as I said, just three compounds away from Queen's Hall, so it's right there, or Stone Street, right in Port of Spain.
Well, I don't know if Ms. Guevara,
We lost the call?
It seems so. But yeah, just take my number again. It's 282-4357, and you could ask Ms. Guevara, and they could hook you up. Okay? Okay,
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah, we're here to support. Yeah, so tonight we touch on the whole issue of kidney health, which is a serious one. There are things you're eating that can hurt you, that can cause calcification and really cause the formation of stones and stuff like that in your system. Even sometimes the gallbladder, they eating so much of fatty foods, the bile, which is releasing to help dissolve fatty foods, could become very thick, and they call it biliary sludge.
Yeah.
And that could cause discomfort because the bile ducts are clogged up, so it's not working properly, and that can cause other serious problems.
So callers, and we're having 5 extra minutes tonight, so you have until 9:05 to get your questions in. Eh?
Wonderful, wonderful.
So the number to call again, 622-3937.
Yes, you heard him. You heard the man himself. So there is a large amount or a plethora of issues that could affect you with kidneys. Just looking through, they're scanning through different issues that people could have. Now, sometimes these issues are similar to heart problems, but as I said, we can tell the difference with the assessment we do, what is really the root cause. So that is why we are exposed in the area of early detection and prevention.
That's right.
And so in that area, we can definitely help, as opposed to waiting for something to manifest into a disease. So somebody might do a lot of different tests. You go around the corner, 365 different tests you do, and up to now, they really start on the issue yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that cut to the chase. Know what's going on with the body. Yeah. We can help.
It's such a good thing. Not because we do it. It's just such a good thing for people to come in and see for themselves, because you are looking at your blood. 1 drop of capillary blood, we do 2 different types of samples from that. So we do both the live and the oxidative stress test. But you are able to sit there, watch your blood displayed on a screen. And now not just seeing a drop of blood, but now you are seeing red blood cells as individual cells. You are seeing your white blood cells, if they are functioning and if they are not functioning. You can see them streaming, you can see them engulfing microorganisms and stuff like that. You are able to see things like risk factors for stroke, because here we're talking about is thrombocytes and stuff like that. You're able to see the amount of thrombocytes in your system. You're able to see risk factors for heart disease. You're able to see hormonal problems. You're able to see so many things, but you see it.
People will be amazed to know that you can see all that from that.
And you're able to see like what you saw last week, the worm that was actually in the blood. It most likely is a blood fluke, that was swimming in the blood. It is so much larger than the blood cells. Yes,
feeding on these cells.
Yeah, so it is just what you're able to see. And once you see and you understand how your lifestyle is impacting the quality of your blood, and obviously the quality of your blood impacts the quality of your health, then it is much more motivating for you to make changes. And this is why I would always love Life Blood. I use it as a teaching tool. Just
today I'm looking at somebody's blood, and of course we see a lot of fungus, but the white blood cells is highly active. So in one area, it's in about 4 or 5 soldiers. Not just soldiers, I told the girl, the police, the army, the Coast Guard come out. So something is going on here. The body is saying something is happening here. So it's in all these armed forces.
Yes.
So this is a clear indication there's some kind of infection. Let us do a STD test just to be safe, or sometimes you have a low-level fever, which is an indication your body is fighting something off.
Yes.
But she have a lot of fungus as well. She have psoriasis. She eats badly. Police officer. She eats badly. A lot of people who in the armed forces, security police officers, some of them don't have a choice. They have bad sleeping hours, not sleeping properly, and they're eating anything.
Yeah, and that is, so they don't have a choice as far as the sleeping, but as far as the choice, as far as what they're putting in their mouth, you always have a choice.
Yeah.
Other than that, it means that we have to charge you high insurance premium.
622-3937. Give us a call. You have 8 and 5, 13 minutes to share more information.
Yeah, man. We have some time here tonight. Some time tonight, people. So it's all about what you know. That's why we always say education will outperform medication
all
anyway.
the time.
All right? It's better. Is the right way to go. Is the right approach to take when coming to wellness.
Yeah.
And this is why we're so excited about the 28-day green challenge. Somebody asked me, they say, you have anything else I can eat but greens? I say, well, you can use the local green. You can use some kalu, some bodi, some bhaji, them kind of things.
But fries won't work.
Huh?
No fries.
But fries won't work.
So if they wanted to change greens, they could go purple. So you can get purple cabbage, purple.
Yeah.
You could go red. You could go tomatoes.
You could go the family, the green family.
Understand? We could go pumpkin. Pumpkin is so nice orange. So we could have our colors.
So there's a school of thought that pumpkin has a lot of starch. How true is that?
Not starch.
Not really starch.
No.
And even for people who are diabetics, where we advise them to take the provision, especially what we call the complex carbohydrates, like the plantain, sweet potato, you could soak it overnight or a little vinegar in it, take out all the starch component if your blood sugar is really bad, and consume it.
Well, let me tell you something that I used to do with my salads. I used to cube dasheen.
Mm-hmm.
So I make a big salad and I cube some dasheen, no big amount, and add that to my salad.
Mm-hmm.
That would keep you full
in
hours. And when I say hours, I mean you have no desire to eat. Because one of the things that cuts away the craving for food over and over and over is when you don't get enough nutrition. So you eat food that is not nutrition dense, that is deprived of nutrition. So even though it was full in at one point, your body realized, wait a minute, I still didn't get anything. So it's kind of like you're talking loud but saying nothing. You're eating plenty but getting nothing.
Just a belly full,
Yes, you're getting nothing. So once you eat like this, and this is what you're going to be hearing from the people in the 28-day challenge, is how that they thought that they would have been hungry, but they realized that they're not hungry. So again, we have our breakfast that we are doing now, where you have so much choices. I remember when I used to live in New York a long time ago, my breakfast used to be soups. Some people feel that your breakfast has to be bread. You understand? But since I'm in Trinidad, however, a lot of my breakfast would be like oats, bran, not the bran. You have an oat bran, so those things. So I'll be doing that and fruits in the morning, and nuts. So nuts,
grains and
fruits, seeds, and my oats so one day it might be oats, one day it might be the oat bran, one day it might be something else. But in that. But I mean, it's enjoyable. When some people catch me on the right day, if they come on the right day into my office, they come at the right time, and the only looking like they could take something, I go and I make a shake for the whole time. They enjoy themselves, because we can make some cakes, some shakes that taste like ice cream. So sometimes I have food prepared. It all depends. If you catch them on the right day, But good food could taste really great. It could be very nutritious and filling. And of course, the benefits are awesome.
And your taste buds are adjusted.
Yes, sir.
Because you can't go back after 28 days eating healthy, and say eating KFC,
No. Your body going to reject it.
You're going to reject that. And
you wouldn't enjoy it. You can't even swallow that.
Your body will say, no, not at all.
Yeah.
I remember people tell me, boy, you stop me from eating meat. What you do there? Or you cause me to be pregnant.
Well,
I say, very careful when you're saying that, ma'am. Be very careful when you're saying I cause you to be pregnant.
No, friend. Is your lifestyle.
Your lifestyle and the
that causes you to be pregnant.
Yeah, clean up the system.
Do not accuse Dr. Delamore of causing you to be pregnant,
no,
please.
Please don't. Your system does clean up, the lifestyle change.
Yeah.
So all the system is cleared up, the hormone imbalance gone.
And let's get back a little bit to the kidney. I now remember I was going to say something again. And people who are on a lot of meds, and a lot of people do not read the side effects of the meds. But once you're on meds, and if you're consistently there for a long time, your kidney is going to be affected.
No doubt about it.
Your liver is going to be affected. So sometimes you're having issues, and the issues are actually coming from the very medication that you're taking. So what it is be good to do sometimes is to just go and look up your medication, because you might be getting symptoms and you're not realizing that the symptoms that you're getting actually is a side effect.
And if you have a good family doctor and talk to a doctor, then normally some of them will normally tell you yes.
And they would switch around for you.
Yeah, they will tell you the long-term use. Like if you're diabetic and you take in certain medication, that is already proven, what it will do to damage your kidney. So you move from having diabetes to kidney dialysis. That is something happening every day as we speak.
It's crazy.
These are things that we could adjust and deal with these issues.
Yes. So people, those of you who could still jump on the challenge, call us and get on the challenge. If you can't do it this month, make sure and get yourself in gear for next month.
The next cycle.
Because I'm telling you, what you're going to hear and what people are going to experience from that is really life transforming. So we're saying, look, gear up. It is a small cost for what you're going to get. $500 is a small cost.
We also have an option 2.
Yes.
Option 2 is $1,000, but that includes a blood assessment and 14-day supply of what we call a delicious meal replacement shake.
Yes. So
that is the option 1 is the $500, the basic one. If you want option 2, which includes a 14-day supply of a delicious meal replacement shake, and of course the blood assessment. Really exceptional value there, guys. Trust me.
Yes, for
if you're going to buy that separately, there's the meal replacement alone will cost you more than that.
Yes.
All
exactly.
Right? Exceptional value. I'm very so excited about it. All right, so let me call those numbers again. The numbers are 222-2189. That's 4 2s and 2189. You make a call. WhatsApp only will be 304-5816. We're open from 9 to 5 Monday to Friday and 9 to 3 on a Saturday. Right on number the fourth corner on your right on Orsonville Road, Tunapuda.
Okay, and our number is 347-5262. That's 347-5262. That is the office number, and my personal number is 282-4357.
Excellent. Yeah, we're starting another program right here on i95 next week, Monday. I believe that's 10:45 a.m. We come in with the day program where you're driving to work to share some information with you. Just about 15 minutes or so to look out for that next week, Monday, where we're going to be doing that info for you there. All right. Again, we are talking about your health. We touch on the issue of the blood. We touch on kidneys. Feel free to call in. We still have a few minutes here in the studio.
The Cell Defender, sir.
Oh, we did not touch on Cell Defender.
Yeah, because I'm getting such a nice response from people using the Cell Defender that some people tell me again, just like this other, like the client just now there that spoke about putting away meds. So I had somebody I spoke up to this evening, and he said, I got up yesterday. I didn't take any diabetes and meds and stuff. I watched my blood sugar. Today I didn't take any. He said, but I'm surprised.
The vitals looking
good. Everything is, the numbers just reading really like. He's on that now for just a week. So obviously, and what we tell people, Cell Defender, don't get rid of any diabetes or hypertension or your cancer or your whatever it is. What it gets rid of is heavy metals, a lot of toxins, microplastics, volatile organic compounds, and the PFAS.
No, without a doubt, that is a very impressive product with a smart technology to remove anything in your body that's not good for you, but leave all the good stuff. That's the difference between Cell Defender and other detoxifiers. Other detoxifiers will take out good minerals, so it takes time to recoup. So years ago, we used to say any good cleanse will remove some mineral. That is a slogan.
Yes.
But we have to change that slogan now, because with Cell Defender, it's only the negative stuff that's coming out. And I believe that's the fact that we're getting this wonderful response from that. So again, we do have Cell Defender on sale, listeners. If you want something to really clean the system in every possible way, which is a systemic detoxification, give us a call again. Those numbers again are 222-2189 and WhatsApp only, which is 304-5816.
Oh, my number is 347-5262. That's 347-5262 or 282-4357.
It's all about the education, people. How we looking at time, Mr. Moderator?
We're out this time. We're out.
All right. So, people, we have been happy to be with you tonight again with the Tuesday Night Dialogue. We'll be here next week, Tuesday, same time, same station. We want you to invite your friends and colleagues. Next week, we're going to be sharing some more testimony, but we have another hot topic to discuss with you that's very, very powerful. So share the link, share with your friends and family, and get them involved. Get them taking pen and paper, take notes. We're going to be sharing some tips that you could do at home with your health, not just the prostate, but we'll share the tips with different aspects that you can use as well. Health is not only costing you money, but not everything we have is costing you money.
Exactly.
Some things are free, all right? We love you, TNT. Take care of yourself. See you next week.
God bless
you. Same time, same channel. Blessings.
Yes.